Hi, Nadira. Hey, Bree. I'm sorry, I just saw it. I'm gonna. Oh, wait. Okay, because there's two of you. Your username on here is Melanin, and Nadira's username on her Cash App is Melanin. It's different. Hi, Nadira. Go ahead. Put any questions. Give me 1 second here. Let's see. Let's see that too. And it still keeps having that damn sound to it. All right. All right, Bree, you'll be after Nadira. Also, I'm gonna put this right over here. Oh yeah. Okay. Uh, that's how I can tell I'm getting old and start to put out those sounds a little more. Go here. There we go. All right. Why does Fred think about me early in the morning, even without even reaching out to me? It's like he wakes up with me on his mind, but he's mute. Gotcha. Give me a second. Mind you, we're still in the post shadow parts of Mercury retrograde, and that usually lasts like 2 weeks or so. Um, so around this time, past people would be popping up in your head. I mean, hell has even happened to me. And I'm like, you know what? I've grown past all of that. I don't think these individuals would really have any place in my life. It's just not it. But let's see here. The Mercury retrograde is still here. Yeah. It's here 2 weeks before the actual retrograde and then 2 weeks afterwards. That's usually how it is. I guess for just that type of retrograde. Now for everything else, I think the same thing maybe, but I'm not quite sure. But yep. But when it's done, it'll level out. Is what I'll say. So my guys' ancestors will protect me. So why does Fred think about Nadira early in the morning without even reaching out to her? Why? Rest how please, why too? Three. Ace of Pentacles, Two of Cups. Oh, Six of Wands, Queen of Wands, Knight of Cups. I think in some way, shape, or form, he may be kind of being urged or feels urged to reach out to you. But he may kind of like ignore it in a sense. Like he tries to like really overcome it, I guess. Tell me about Queen of Wands, 2, 3. Hangman. Tell me Knight of Cups, 2, 3. The Star. I see here. I think part of him has this desire to do so, but again, he still has this other person. Any reason why? 2, 3. Any reason why? Five of Wands, Ten of Swords. Oh, I know. I also think he's kind of obsessing over a lot of things. Like there seems to be like a lot of conflict he's having mentally speaking, especially about things that hurt him or things that failed, never got off the ground. So that's kind of coming up, and he's just deep in thought. So that's what it is. Tell me about the Devil, 2, 3. Tell me about that. I think there's certain things that he's upset over or sad that he's just kind of like that are, that's basically kind of like looming over. To my 5 of Wands and 10 of Swords, 2, 3. Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands here I see. Oh. In a sense, it kind of ignites something in him per se. So honestly, I feel like he wakes up with you on his mind without reaching out. It's because a part of him does want to reach out, as well as there's a lot of shit that's in his mind as well too. So hey, that's what I get. What's your last question? As well as I am waiting for this stuff to be over and done with on my hands, because Jesus. If he does end up reaching out, how could it possibly go wrong? All right, let's see. I'm gonna use another deck. To my guys' ancestors all protect me. So if Fred does possibly end up reaching out, how could it? Yeah, if he does end up reaching out, how could it possibly go wrong? How could it possibly go wrong? Let's hopefully to figure how. 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, Ace of Wands, 4 of Wands. I think it could go wrong in terms of his person noticing strange behaviors and her thinking that something's up and may think that he's somewhat attracted to you. So it could go down in terms of his relationship. Knight of Pentacles, Death, Knight of Cups. It could also possibly go wrong to him being slower to reach out or slower to talk, and changing up the way that he communicates with you, or if he even communicates with you at all. To my Death, 2, 3. Yeah, him basically kind of like walking away. How else could it go wrong for Sophie's 2, 3? 5 of Wands, Page of Swords, arguments about something. Talk about the Magician, 2, 3. Queen of Wands. Talk about Queen of Wands, 2, 3. I think it could just go wrong in the sense of, number one, like upsetting his person, and then the two of you maybe getting into it, or people getting cut off in one way or another. I think those are the ways it could go wrong. So honestly, I would just hold back from reaching out to him in general or whatnot. But let me ask this too. If it does go down with this person, would she try to confront the deer, or would she for Sophie's 2, 3? The Sun, 3 of Swords. The Sun, 3 of Swords, Page of Cups, Page of Wands, the Moon, the Fool, 6 of Cups, 3 of Cups, Positive Purpose, Negative Purpose. Would she confront her? 2, 3. Not necessarily, but she would definitely stand her ground in one way or another. But the way that she would take it is like, as he's somebody from his past that he's somehow connected to, that has feelings for or is flirting with. It would kind of hurt her and make her feel very anxious and make her feel like he's very immature. I don't think she'd confront you, but there's something about her kind of standing her ground as far as her place in his life, and making him do the exact same thing. Girl, what the hell are you doing? Get out of there. Get out of there. Why would you do that? My cat is in a Trader Joe's bag. Thank you. But she would definitely want justice in this situation or whatnot. It could create havoc for everybody involved. So, yep. But those are the ways it could definitely go wrong. So, that's what I get. All right, 3, do you have any questions? 2, 3. And I need to shut the lid on that just in case she accidentally knocks it over. Oh. Thank you. You're welcome. Oh, you're such a pretty cat. She's 2, but it acts like she's 5 months sometimes. Ooh, baby. Really, I wanted to ask about the the long-term outcome of me doing my social media career as a podcast and blog channel. I've been promoting on different platforms like TikTok. What's the long-term outcome of it? All right, sure. So, what is the long-term outcome of doing all of this? What's the long-term outcome of her doing a social media career for this like podcast and her blog channel is concerned? What is the long-term outcome of this? First off, is 2, 3, because most people they know like you can get a lot of money doing it. So let's see, long-term outcome: the moon, Ace of Swords, Six of Swords, Seven of Cups. Let's see. I'm gonna just do like 8 cards and whatnot just to see it all. 7 of Cups, 10 of Cups, the Hierophant, High Priestess, and Page of Pentacles. I think your long-term outcomes, honestly, I feel like, people move forward and watch it and you gain some long-term success, but there are agencies or whatnot that will like to collaborate with you, that will offer you a lot of money. But there's something about like there being some confusion and maybe some anxiety with all this. 10 by the moon, 2, 3. 10 of Wands. Oh, I know what that is. 10 about 7 of Cups, 2, 3. 10 about 7 of Cups. 6 of Cups. I see here. Honestly, the moon and the 7 of Cups, so it's more so like anxiety and confusion that you may have experienced or like at first, or you kind of still do in terms of like what to talk about and what people are interested in. But I feel like you get that down pat. You know, this is more so about like dipping into your creative juices and using what you got. And as a result, to as far as long-term success is concerned, like um, again, I feel like there's people that may want to work with you. Anything else? Cards hot, please. 2, 3. Anything else? The Hangman, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. I feel like there's a thing here of you sitting back and watching things continue forward. Tell me about Knight of Wands, 2, 3. Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands. So first thing that came to mind with the Knight of Wands is competitors. Tell me about Knight of Pentacles, 2, 3. King of Wands here. I see her, yeah, because it's like you let certain things just kind of like grow on their own. But I feel like there could be some competitors on the rise, but that's usually how it is. You do have some vloggers or some channels that compete to be the best, whether they know about it or not. Like, for example, you have family vloggers. I will, like, for example, I'll put these two in comparison because they're completely different. You have It's Judy's Life, and then you have the Prince family, right? So it's Judy's Life. I love her channel, but I haven't really watched any of their videos in so long. But basically, it's her husband, and her 5 kids, right? They all have girls and stuff, and so basically, it's like vlogs about like daily adventures or whatever else. And she first started out as a makeup vlogger back in the late 2000s when makeup vlogging was like super popular. And then you have the Prince family, which is Bianca and that her husband or hers and her kids. I don't really have the greatest opinion on them, and I'm gonna try and keep this as unbiased as I can. However, when it comes to them, if they were to be ranked, honestly, I would put It's Judy's Life first, because the thing is, they are a family unit. They're peaceful. They don't really have a lot of controversy surrounding them, honestly. Versus the Prince family, because they constantly do stuff. Like, for example, Bianca, who's mixed. I'm not. That's kind of like a factor in it, but like she said some pretty colorous comments about one of her youngest kids, as well as she's done some pretty offensive things, as well as her husband was kind of outed for grooming her. Um, and some other stuff. Versus It's Judy's Life, her family, not that they were directly involved in a controversy, but how would I say this? So her husband, Benji, his brother, which they excommunicated completely, he was outed for basically, I think, like molesting his child, or it was a boy. I think it was his own. But either way, he got outed for that, and I guess I know like some sort of like illegal, not legal, but like legal action was taken, but they stayed out of that completely. And basically, how they did that was they cut all contact, and they cut all contact and do not allow their kids around them, around him, which is to me top tier good. They didn't speak on it though, because that could kind of mess with their brand, but still they did the right thing morally speaking. But some people kind of got onto them as if like they were supposed to speak on it. Whereas to you have the Reigns family or the Prince family that keeps getting on this shit, and people just do not like them in general, right? So in terms of that type of stuff, not saying there would be any controversy, but I just say that in comparison, your content is more stable and gives more versus other people's. So if you were to kind of get into like some sort of controversy, I don't think it would be as loud and direct as other people's. I'll just say that much. Not that I sense you get yourself into any, I'm just saying like if. Tell me more about long term. 2 more. Press up, please. 2 3. The Magician, 8 of Wands. That can also talk about like creation of like products. Talking about the Magician, 2 3. Page of Pen, yeah, maybe some create like products being handed out or something like that. So I think if you keep going on this, I honestly feel like you could definitely maybe get some endorsements or get some people that want to collaborate. You'll figure out exactly what your audience likes, and you go forward with it, and you kind of just watch things grow. And yeah, seems pretty damn good to me. What's your last one? Gosh, do you mind pulling a card on DRT? Sure, one card on DRT, 2 3. 8 of Swords. Well, like you said, you're in your head. And then this repeats itself again. You may be in your head about other people's opinions and stuff like that, but I wonder like if what you're in your head about is what people have been struggling with. I would say to kind of like get rid of the writer's block, write it down and repeat it, and maybe even go over with it with like certain people you trust. One that, because certain things may sound right to you, but if you repeat it towards others, they could tell you something's wrong. A card on the outcome. What's a card on the outcome? A card to the fate. What's a card on the outcome? Your fate long term. A card 2 3. Queen of Wands. I think you become pretty confident in it. And maybe having some control over it too. This is a weird question, but I wanted to know if it's like people fall for going against me. I've been curious about the protection around me. Can you look into why people fall when they go against me from all my present and past energies? Okay. Anyways, that's not that's not a weird question at all. Like no, I've believe it or not, I have asked weirder or actual like weird questions of what I thought was weird. Give me a second. But nah. Uh let's see. It's almost like for example, so you have that happen when it comes to you, and then when it comes to me, when it comes thanks girl for now making me feel weird. No. No, you're not. Nah. Oh, wait, you said for not making. Okay, nah. No, of course. No, but for example, so you experienced that, and then another thing that I experienced, and it's something that I caught on to back in ninth grade, is that when it comes to certain situations where you have people doing like really shady stuff and I'm involved, like I'm on the receiving end of it, excuse me, some sort of information a bit out. I can't talk. Some sort of information about one of the people that's trying it with me, or maybe multiple, somehow falls into my lap. Um, and I know one piece of it I used against one girl in high school, and from then on out, she stopped fucking with me. She probably wondered to this day, like, how the fuck does she know that? Nikki said that in a song. I've watched them all fall for going against me, and I relate so much. Yeah, Nikki. Let's see here. Spirit, so when it comes to Bree's enemies, both past and present, why is it that these people fall when they go against her? Like, why is it that they kind of, how would I say this? Like, why do they fall when they go against her? Like, basically, why do they fail miserably or whatnot? Like, why do they fall when they go against her like that type? Why? First off, these 2, 3. Why? 3 of Swords, 2 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, and the Moon. Why? I feel like a main reason I'm seeing here is because the people that go against you are people that are operating out of a very hurt and insecure place. And I feel like whatever they try to project onto you, whatever they try to like really spew out to you in some way, shape, or form is like mirrored back to them. And honestly, with the Ace of Swords, I feel like something telling them, no, you don't get to do this. Like it kind of like bounces back at, like not bounces, but like boomerangs back to them. What about 5 of Pentacles? Tell me about that, 2, 3. The Star I see here because, and the other thing here is too is honestly, you were just dealing with people that were very hurt and insecure, but also, I'm not gonna say jealous, but like envious. They felt a lack. These are people that may feel like they can't reach a certain level of their life or whatnot, so they go after somebody that they see being very successful or is very very healing to others. That's very peaceful. For example, right? I'll tell you this, and it's something I just fucking hate it because I have dealt with it ever since I was a fucking kid, right? So one thing I've dealt with ever since I was a child was people lying on me and other people treating me differently as a result, right? And this is something that's happened again all throughout my life. And as a recent, one thing I noticed, what was it? It was 2 girls that I used to work with a long time ago. And I had noticed over the years how I was no longer connected to them on social media. Either I was blocked or unfriended for whatever reason. So I remember I got a reading from a friend and come to find out somebody that we all had in common that we worked with, somebody in leadership, like an older person, somehow lied on me or placed blame on me like after I had left the workplace. And I guess they just kind of believed it. And what was it? I saw one of them, like their profile on TikTok while I was running through like another account that I had on there. And it kind of like brought it up. And I began to feel like just very irritated and annoyed to the point where I just talked to my husband and my mom about it, you know. And I told my husband, I was like, I asked him for advice, but I told him, I'm like, I already know it's that type of thing. I'm like, these are people that had ways to contact me. These are people that I had shared laughs with and broke bread with and everything else. And because they're gonna go off of somebody whatever somebody else says, you know, um, they can't be at least smart enough to, you know, talk to me or at least keep it to themselves. That type of shit. And I told them, I was like, personally, I feel like I'm like, you know, if you had every way to access me, but and you, if somebody tells you something that seems so out of my character or whatnot, you can't even ask me or at least keep it to yourself, then you shouldn't really be in my life and you deserve whatever you get, that type of thing, right? But what I'm trying to get to here is this. One thing that my mom said, because mind you, I was a bagger at a grocery store, right? All this shit, all this drama is happening at a grocery store where all of us are bagging, working for fucking tips. And my mom, she was like, you know, she was like, as far as that other person is concerned, that's as far as they can go. You, on the other hand, you wanted better. You did better. You got out of there. You moved on and whatnot. As far as some of them are concerned, that's as far as they'll go in life. You know, not hating on anybody's hustle, but I got what she said. So she was like, as far as you're concerned, she was like, they can go fuck themselves. And I'm like, you're right. And honestly, that's exactly what it is with this. They can't. Some people, they can't see themselves achieving what you have. Also, let's hear the Lovers, Five of Swords, Page of Cups. Tell me about the Lovers. 2, 3. We're gonna start. Story of my life in jobs, at school, and other groups. Yes, even at school. Oh my gosh. And reasons why too. So mind you, the Lovers is that can talk about an angel. And then the Fool here, tell me about Five of Swords, 2, 3. Why? I see here. Honestly, some of these people are just nasty individuals. And that's exactly what it really just goes out to be. And that's how it usually works. You can't be, how would I say this? You can't just outwardly go after a person that's never done anything to you. You can't just go above and beyond and try to ruin a person's life for nothing. You know, the universe doesn't really take kindly to that, and nor do other entities or God or whomever. So it will be karma, because it's just like, you know, this person never really did anything to you, or if you guys did have your blows, it was actually like really petty and trivial. Like, no, you just don't like this person, and you're just going after them instead of staying away. Yes, it's like something, let it prosper, like something has been protecting me. Exactly. Well, let's see here. What's been protecting her that won't let her enemies, you know, prosper? Because how these 2, 3. Ace of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Judgment, 9 of Wands. Honestly, Judgment, that talks about, if I'm not mistaken, that's Michael. No, this is Gabriel. And then I think this is also Gabriel. And then in Temperance is Michael. So, like, as far as archangels are concerned, part of it is angelic protection. The other thing here is, too, is like, you know, what's given to you can't be taken away from you, and other people are not going to allow that. So, that's for one. Any other, what else is also protecting her? Cross out, please, 2, 3. Hey, Priestess, the Devil. Your own energy, because a High Priestess, that's somebody that's very intuitive and keeps to themselves, and the Devil is like this very jealous, wicked energy. So honestly, it's a mixture of like your energy and, you know, angelic protection, and probably even your ancestors. Do her ancestors protect her? Pause a card for yes, maybe card for no. Do they? 2, 3. Yes. So it's a mixture of different things, honestly. But yeah. But no, like with the school thing, let me tell you, what was it? It's in the exact same thing, mind you, in a community college. That means we drive up there, go to class, and go the fuck home. Nobody stays there because there's no dorms. I swear to God, there's this one chick. It was probably like the last in-person class that I took there because of COVID. But what ended up happening, what was it? There was some girl, I'm not gonna say her name on here, but there's some girl, what was it? We were all split off into groups, and there was some girl, she just didn't like me for no reason. I did not do a damn thing. And she's the reason why some other girl that I made friends with cut me off. I didn't do a damn thing to this bitch. Jesus Lord. Thanks, girl. You're welcome. But yeah. Also, Karina, go ahead with any questions. So, I feel like that too. So I had a friend and he actually had access to me. But like, what was it? One time we were talking about like a system that would potentially work, and fucking, I remember I was pitching my idea, and this bitch just rolled her fucking eyes. And then I remember when we were supposed to like give group reflections, the way she addressed me, she was like, ma'am, 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 instead of using my name, like she used the other girl's name in the group. I did not a damn thing to this bitch. Not a damn thing. But here's what I think it was. What I think so. So that particular class, most of the students were from a trade school. And I think they were getting paid to take that class. And a lot of them, they were taking it over again because they were just getting paid to do it. It was a part of their program, right? And most of the students, most of the students a part of that trade school, that group, were male. Most of them were male, right? And mind you, I'm a single female at this time, so like I dress in whatever way. I mean, I still do, but I wasn't dressing like too provocative or whatnot. But the thing is me, I wear crop tops, I wear cardigans, I'll wear leggings, I'll wear shorts and stuff like that. Either way, I'll wear something that makes me look good but comfortable. And what was it? Some guys in the class I had, I don't think we grew to call each other friend, but like I got along with. I remember there was this one guy. He was a tall black dude, and he had long hair. I think he was mixed, but I don't know. But I remember there was something I said and it made him laugh. But either way, I had fairly good interactions with some of the boys. But I will say that a part of that trade school, what was it? There was 3 girls a part of it, and one of them, she was standoffish, but whatever. The other one had a bad attitude, and then you had the girl that I'm talking about. She was known as the smart one. She was super prepared, super organized. And I had liked seeing that. I was like, okay, they're like, hey, that's so-and-so. She's super smart. I'm like, cool, right? I didn't feel threatened. But, I think it had to do with male attention as well, too. But I don't know. I don't fucking know. Hi, Denise. The facts that Karina, what is Street currently feeling in regards to me? Gotcha. The facts that he believed in his big ear, and he actually had access to talk to me, and he still believed them. Shows me he don't need to be near me either. Yep. I remember you even told me, Jay, the Capricorn, you said she'll keep going in circles for trying to compete with me, and I'm minding my business. Even though she had more followers than TikTok, still bothered by me. Jealousy. Basically, it's like this. It would make sense. How would I say this? Logically speaking, it would make sense. It's like, you have more than me, or you're more attractive than me. You have all this other stuff. Why are you jealous? And the thing is because there's a void. Really, jealous people, like, I will say this much. If somebody has more than you and they're jealous of you, it's because they're not satisfied in their life, but they notice that you are. You have this satisfaction. You have this humble attitude or whatnot, but usually, like, you feel you're sure of yourself, you're satisfied, you're fine. Not to say that you don't have like needs and wants like any other human, but like you're not constantly, how would I say this? There's something in them that's missing that you have that they crave, and they don't like it that you in particular have it. It's like everybody else can have it, but it's you. And I think what it is that they probably just don't like you. I think it's also that too, but hey. But that, honestly, also Denise, you'll be after Karina. But yeah, no, because for me personally, if I hear stuff about somebody that I know, either I'm gonna keep it to myself and I'm gonna keep it in the back of my mind, or eventually I'm gonna ask, you know. But that's crazy. Thanks, girl. You're welcome. But yup. But anyways, Karina, what is Streets currently thinking slash feeling in regards to me? All right, so what is Street currently thinking and feeling in regards to Karina? What is he thinking and feeling towards her? Cashapp 2-3. Girl, you just gave me another question. I'll be right back. No problem. 8 of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, King of Swords, 8 of Cups, 8 of Swords. What is he thinking and feeling in regards to you? He's wanting to maybe communicate because he feels like things are changing in a certain way. And it kind of makes me want to say that he may be kind of in his head like, I shouldn't have said that. I'm not going to lie, this person may kind of walk away because of what they did, or because you may seem uninterested if so. Because the other thing here too is that they have you in your head, or they think that you're in your head about certain stuff. And I know you told me about like having issues with this person before. Something about Wheel of Fortune, 2, 3. Page of Wands. I think I broke up with him. He's dead to me. I see here. Somebody 8 of Swords, 2, 3 here. The Fool. I see. In regards to how he feels like whatever he said or did, he shouldn't have done that. I just feel it's like, I shouldn't have done this. I should not have done that. I should not have done that. So I feel like he's kind of eating stuff up. Like eating his own foot, maybe. Also, give me a second. Alright. Crazy. He stole from me. His Page of Wands is like either like doing or saying something pretty foolish, well, immaturely, and so is the Fool. I see here. How else does he feel in regards to her? Cashapp 2-3. Bree dominated. Alright, Bree, your second set's gonna be after Denise's. The Tower, 4 of Swords. Oh, Lord have mercy. Sorry, my mom had called. But anyway, how else is he feeling? How would I say this? He's reflecting because he knows what happened. What he did was actually like pretty dysfunctional of him. Honestly, he feels like he should have been very direct with his communication rather than crashing out. Talking about the Tower, 2, 3. 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, and that would represent the stealing then, because 4 of Pentacles is keeping something. Ultimately, I want to ask, does he feel stupid now? 2, 3. Page of Swords, the Empress, 10 of Swords, maybe. This is feeling hurt. Positive card, yes, negative card, no. Does he feel stupid? 2, 3. 2 of Wands. He's in between that. I don't think he feels stupid, but I feel like when he moves on from this, he's gonna have that in the back of his mind. It's almost like, I should not have done that. I should not have done that. I should not have done that. It's like that. It's like, I should not have done that. And I think he's probably like one of those dudes that feels like he can test anybody's gangsta and they'll still allow him back in. Like, no, I'm not like some of those girls that you see on TikTok that's constantly going through the blues with the dude. Like, I will put you in jail. I will cut you off. We will not talk ever again. We exist. But I think that's ultimately how he feels towards you in regards to you. Like, he feels stupid that he did whatever he did, or that he stole whatever he stole too. Like, he feels like he definitely should not have done that. What is his karma for stealing from me? Ooh, a karma question. I get so excited because I get to use my deck. I honestly, I'm just gonna put it out there to you guys. Um, I like answering stuff with this deck, like what a person's karma could be. So, you know, I'm just putting that out there. I like using it personally. Um, it makes me feel good inside. So let's see what his karma is. I think it's a little bit sadistic of me to sing that, but you know, fuck it, we ball. I'm starting to sound like my husband right now. Let's see here. So my guides and ancestors, I love and protect me. What is Dreek's karma from stealing from her? What is his karma for doing this? Cards on the bottom, please. What is his karma for doing this? Cards top, please. 2, 3. No, I mean it's cards on the bottom, please. What is his karma for doing this? What is his karma for doing this? Cards on the bottom, please. Cards on the bottom, please. 1, 2, 3. I'm just hurt because it was what? What? Girl, go to the cops. Go to the cops about that. That's a felony. That's grand theft. If I'm not mistaken, for example, like stores in Target and Walmart, especially in Target, from what I heard they do, you can steal stuff and they'll let you do it until you get to a certain amount, and then they'll dome you for it. They lose their job. They get exposed on social media. If this person lies a lot, they won't be believed when something serious happens. They see you're blessed and highly favored. Screenshots of things they've said are exposed to others. Developing poor self-image. At the bottom is ghosted. Dealing with supernatural issues. And then at the bottom is being ignored. So let's see about some of these. I'm interested in seeing what some of these are. Okay. What is this? All right. What's what they get exposed on social media? 2, 3. What's with that? First one, please. What's with that? First one, please. 2, 3. 3 of Cups. Yep. Judgment. Oh, yeah. Somebody, and it may not even be on social media, because 3 of Cups, this can talk about like a gathering. Somebody brings up something shiesty he did, because Judgment is like resurrecting something. And this is calling something back to the forefront to think about it or deal with it. What's what if this person lies a lot, they won't be believed when something serious happens? What is something serious that could happen to them that nobody will believe? 2, 3. 3 of Swords. Something hurtful. 10 of Wands. Oh. It's something, it may be to do with an earth sign. I forget your sign. I think you're a fire sign. I forget. But something super stressful happens with an earth sign woman or something like that. But 3 of Swords can talk about lies, so it's like people are kind of like torn about what to believe or what to really think. Tell me about 3 of Swords. 2, 3. Yes, I'm an Aries. I see. 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, because the thing is, he's been back. He kind of goes back and forth with what he says. What's what they see you're blessed and highly favored? First, please. 2, 3. 7 of Wands, King of Cups, 4 of Swords. I see. I think you'll quickly heal from this in some way, shape, or form, or you'll heal from it in general. And there's something about like you feeling emotionally grounded again and feeling at peace. And him kind of being a bit defensive about that. Or if he's not defensive, it's just more so like you go from feeling like your back is up against the wall to feeling very calm and centered, and even like feeling successful. What's with dealing with supernatural issues? First, please. 2, 3. What's with that? First, please. 2, 3. What's with that? First, please. 2, 3. Because that's interesting. Oh, Wheel of Fortune, 8 of Swords. I see. Oh, so I feel like when it comes to a particular woman, there's something, it's almost like he walks in and sees it happen to her. This talks about like, if we're talking about dealing with supernatural issues, 8 of Wands and Wheel of Fortune, this could literally be like a physical change in the environment that he sees. Maybe even something involving like wind or something like that. And it could happen to a person that he sees and whatnot. Or this happens as a result of what he's done to you. What else with that? Grace, please, 2, 3. What else? What else? Grace, please, 2, 3. Come on up. 5 of Wands, 5 of Swords. Oh. I think there's even like a tougher energy that comes after him. That's the one that has me like, what does that mean? The supernatural issues. Basically, it's like this. That could be like him being harassed by spirits or something like that. Or like your ancestors, they may try to go after him. Or something like that, for example. I mean, I've dealt with supernatural issues because nowadays, like if I see something or whatnot, it's usually by like my guides or my ancestors or whomever else. There's nothing volatile. But I'll tell you, like back when I was 9, I kind of dealt with something. Basically, it was like there was something, I don't know what it was. I didn't find out until like later on. But like, basically something kept opening and closing my door and then shutting it. And then once I told it I wasn't scared of it, it kind of just went away. So like a disturbances like that. Because now if I deal with like something like opening or closing a door, I just know something just trying to get my attention, trying to tell me something. But like he could deal with stuff like that kind of like freaks him out, or something that he sees other people go through. I think honestly something just kind of like starts to scare the shit out of him or just messes with him. That's what that more than likely is. Or there's certain things that happen because of the supernatural, because they can take stuff from you. What's with screenshots of things they said are exposed to others? Cashapp, please, 2 or 3. What's with this? 6 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles. Oh, I see here. So this would be the screenshots thing. I don't know if you do it because Queen of Wands is here, but like 6 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles. Things that he said that either were like very cocky of him or selfish of him, or it happens during a time where he's doing all right and it happens. What's the nature of the text that he said that get exposed? 2, 3. What's the nature of them? Queen of Swords, the Tower, him kind of like losing his shit. Talking about the Tower too. Or him being kind of like toxic. And maybe even selfish. Everything else is kind of self-explanatory, ghosted here. Either like by maybe somebody he goes out with, or family or friends, and then even like they like being ignored. And it would make sense too, because it's like I see like, yeah, there's 2 cards here of getting exposed, and then 1 card here of people just not really believing him when bad shit actually does happen to him. So these 2 would just kind of like make sense, honestly. Good, I can't believe this. Yeah, but I would say go to the police about that one. But like, cause that's a shit ton of money, especially in this economy. Like, nah, like I would not let him get away with that. I definitely would not. Thank you so much. You're welcome. All right, Denise, go ahead and put down your questions. All right, question. What kind of advice is Samuel's getting from his family and friends about me and our connection? Gotcha. What type of advice? Let's see. So what type of advice is Samuel getting from his family and friends about their connection? What type of advice is he getting? 2, 3. I'm going to assume that he's been acting weird. King of Cups, 8 of Swords, 8 of Wands, Strength. Strength, 5 of Swords. Honestly, it would depend on who's the aggressor in this situation. Give me a second. On the 8 of Swords, 2, 3. 2 of Pentacles. Talking about Strength, 2, 3 here. Ace of Wands, talking about 5 of Swords, 2, 3. If it's in favor of the connection, they could be telling him, instead of being so indecisive, to be the one that makes the decision, especially if the both of you are struggling with something, to go ahead and make a decision or go ahead and lead by example. And if he's, as well as like, how would I say this, to stop doing things out of emotion, because I don't think you're controlling this person, but this is sometimes like, trying to be a leader. Other people may see this. Now, if it's not in your best interest, it could be the type of thing of they want him to take the reins of stuff. Um, yeah, it could be like they want him to maybe like, take the reins, um, and be like, you need to do this, you need to do that. She can't be the leader. You can't let this person, like boss you around. So it really depends on the context and like what he's really getting the advice for, and how these people truly are. Um, how would I say this? Are his family and friends giving him advice from a very toxic, unhealthy place? Of course, top please, 2, 3. Are they 2, 3? Ace of Swords, Ten of Swords, Two of Wands. Not necessarily with that Ace of Swords. It's more so like preventative. Because Ace of Swords talks about being honest. Do they have both their interests? Do they have their best interests at heart? Does his family and friends have his best interests at heart? Cause top please, 2, 3. Do they? Seven of Swords, Knight of Wands, Page of Wands, maybe not. Again, positive card for yes, negative card for no. Do they have their best interests at heart? 2, 3. The World is a yes. So what I'm gonna say is some people do, some people don't. But it's like this. Some of them may want him to consider his actions, while others, I won't say they encourage his behavior, but it's more so like, oh, try this, and it's some jackass shit. It really depends on who he's talking to, honestly. I'm definitely not being bossy. I'm independent though and do things on my own. They're basing this advice from his toxic karmic ex. Oh, I see here. So is this more so of like, do not repeat these mistakes, that type of thing? That's probably what it is. Yeah. All right. That makes sense. Don't repeat the past. Okay. In that case, that would make sense here. Well, in that case, I'm gonna say, how do his family and friends? Well, I'm gonna just ask about his family because I could give a fuck about his friends, but how does his family feel towards you? Let's see. How does his family feel towards her? Cross off these 2, 3. Queen of Wands, Five of Cups, Seven of Wands, the Star. Peyton, I see. Your Three of Swords, somewhat torn because they see again like you're a strong, independent person who's peaceful, and they feel like to a certain extent he can get disappointed. But the thing is he may do really immature things, and they just would like for him to realize certain stuff that he does. I think they would like to see him more balanced and not be so quick to do stuff. Positive card for yes, negative card for no. Do they like her? 2, 3. Does his family like Denise? Positive card for yes, negative card for no. Do they like Denise? 2, 3. Ace of Pentacles, yeah, they do. They feel like you offer a lot. So I feel like their advice, honestly, is just more so of, please recognize this. Please, like, this person's, they're not trying to do this. They're actually trying to help you. So I think that's the advice. And the reason why I say, like, as far as, like, fuck his friends is because friends, especially, like, guys, like, a lot of guys need to wake up to the fact that a lot of their friends are very jealous of them. So that's why I'm just like, I could give a shit about them, but some of them could be immature, so do watch out for that. That's true. Friends come and go. Glad they like me. That's a relief, and all that's important to me. Some of his friends might like me. But I would just say on that one with the friends thing, just be careful because, like I said, a lot of guys, they don't necessarily know that their friends are jealous of them. But I think a way that a lot of them need to kind of wake up to it is more so like this. If you have anything good going on, especially when it comes to like relationships and stuff, see how your friends react to it. Because it's like this. You have certain guys, they want you to dump a good person for somebody else because they don't find your person attractive. Like, you're, like, I could care, like, the thing is you're, how would I say this? If my person is not your cup of tea looks wise, that's not supposed to matter to me. As a friend, you're supposed to at least care about my well-being and if I'm happy or not. So, and I say this too from experience because of shit that I've gone through. Like, I've had 2 relationships fucking ruined because of their fucking friend or friend. So, hey. Question: what has Samuel decided about me and our connection? His guy friends could secretly like me for themselves. That's facts. Yep, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly that too. Some of them, they'll do that just cause like I actually want this person. So like, no, 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 no. But yeah, I believe you. But no, that's why I'm saying like, I would just say like, if you think one of his friends is being fake, I won't say hold off from telling him, but just be very careful doing so because some people are like, what? That's my dog. I know him. Like, you can know somebody for years and they can switch up on you pretty quickly for whatever reason. Why? It varies from person to person. But whatever. Anyways. Guarded when it comes to his friends trying to see who's who. Because it's like, I am nobody's business but his. Anyways. So what has Samuel decided about their connection? What has he decided about their connection? 2, 3. King of Swords, 7 of Swords, Queen of Wands, the Hierophant, 10 of Pentacles. I think he's trying to decide about what way it needs to go or how he would like for it to go. Because King of Swords and the Hierophant, he's fucking stubborn. I do know that he has a past here with the 7 of Swords of being a deceptive little shit, or at least like being a jerk when it comes to stuff. Because Queen of Wands can talk about a person that holds their own, can be feisty, can be sassy, very talkative, charismatic, attractive, but stands up for herself and is very confident. And I'll just say this much, like, there's something about that that could make him feel slighted or something like that, so I'd be careful of that. But again, what has he decided about a connection? 2, 3. The Lovers, Knight of Wands, Page of Wands. And my Page of Wands, 2, 3. Judgment. I say that he, as far as what he's decided about the connection, like, honestly, it's just plain stuff. Like, the 2 of you are together, he'll think about marriage later on, maybe, but, you know, and he will go towards you. But he is still somewhat immature in some regards, but I feel like with the Judgment card, he's learned his lesson on certain stuff, so he'll think twice before doing anything that he shouldn't. Excuse me. I wonder why that is. I'll see. Why is it when it comes to her being confident or whatnot? Honestly, here's what it kind of could be. What I feel. How would I say this? Men are stubborn and they like following the beat of their own drum, even if it leads them off the edge of a cliff. The thing is you can, and it's just this, right? We women, we are naturally more intuitive than dudes, and dudes are so prideful and stuff that like we could tell them like, hey, like for example, it's poor analogy, but we'll be like, hey, I know I haven't been over there, but I can tell you right now that that's the edge of the cliff, and I would recommend that you stop walking that direction. You keep telling like, you know what, you don't know what you're talking about, or it's not even that, right? And then when they fall off that cliff and end up wherever else, they'll be like to themselves, they may not necessarily admit it all the time, but they'll be like, you know what, she was right. But you know, still like I just want to go see for myself. So it's like that. It's like that. So he could just be somebody that doesn't like being told what to do, even though you're not trying to boss him around. It's just more so like, I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to tell you what I don't like. I'm trying to tell you like, hey, this person's gonna fucking kill you. I'm not telling you this shit for my own fucking benefit. I'm trying to tell you it because I care, damn it. It's like that, right? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink it. And then when it starts dying of thirst, you'll be like, okay, maybe they were right. Literally, it will take, for men, honestly, it takes them, I wouldn't say hitting rock bottom, but it takes them actually just getting hit with something to actually fully fucking get it. But whatever. But anyways, why does he feel slighted when it comes to her confidence and who she is? Why? Cross off these 2, 3. But anyways, that's why, that's what it feels like. He must like touching the stove when it's hot. Yup. Why? King of Cups, 2 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands. Because it makes him feel, I won't say like it doesn't, it makes him feel like he's not confident, but the thing is it's like this. When you say certain things, it kind of makes him feel like he doesn't know what to think, or it makes him doubt himself, doubt what he originally thought, when in reality, like, no, it's not even that. But really it's just the whole thing of like wanting to be right. Yeah, 4 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, I see here. I think the reason is because he's just stubborn. So yeah, he's gonna have to definitely touch the hot stove and burn himself a couple of times in order for him to get it, right? Which is why, what was it? One time my husband, he was like, you know what? I'm gonna start listening to you more from now on. I'm like, uh-huh. I'm like, I tell you how to deal with shit. I tell you what to do. You don't want to fucking do it. Right? And I even told him when it comes to certain people, because I told him certain family members you need to cut off, right? And I told him, I'm like, you know what? Here's what's going to happen. And it looks like you're just going to be one of the people that just learns the hard way, because apparently you're not getting it now. That's just men in general. So you're going to have to let them kind of fall flat on their ass after telling them 574 times what not to do. His ass. But no, that's basically that. But I feel like as far as he's decided the connection, like he wants to go towards, he wants to continue on. I feel like he still has immature behaviors, but he'll think twice before doing certain things or whatnot. Just because he's learned his lesson, or he knows what happened the last time. You know? So I'll say that. I'ma say that. Alright, Bree, go ahead with any questions. Also, let me check and see if it. No, she didn't. So it's going somewhere? Yeah. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Thank you for the clarity. You're welcome. Girl, you made me think of this question to ask. What? I don't want to waste my time blindly. Understandable. Here's what I say. I would definitely say follow your intuition or whatnot, and cut things off if need be. That's all I'm gonna say to that. Don't stay for too long. If you feel like if you personally, like, after a while you feel like, okay, now things are changing and whatnot, this isn't it, leave or talk or something. Since dating Capricorn has such a deep rooted hatred for me, I'm curious, did my ex tell her some things about me, and if so, what was it? I see. Let me get another deck. Ooh. I'm gonna use this deck, the After Tarot. I need to get the Before. Because you would have thought he told her how I made him feel. I mean, the girl watched my social media, even my Facebook page at one time, to try and copy my character. Honestly, people that do that have some some mental issues, and here's what I mean. I mean, you can look a person up and want to see them, but when you really go out of your way to cause some shit, you got some issues. Like that Leo guy I told you. Now, from what I understand, he may have told them one thing, and they were going off of that, but the thing is this, right? He told me some stuff about his ex, but I think like part of him was being honest about certain stuff. But despite what he told me and how hurt he felt, did I ever go after this girl? Did I ever harass her? No. Because why would I? She ain't did shit to me. Yeah, things may have blew up between them, but she didn't do shit to me, and why would I go after her? I didn't have a desire. But this bitch carried her ass over here on this channel and asked questions about him. Granted, none of them came out the way that she wanted them to. And I remember one read she had, what was it? I saw that and I was like, don't shoot the messenger. And I was just being honest. I was like, hey, you paid me for a service. I'm going to perform a service. But I saw one read, he basically viewed her as somebody that was trying to make themselves important to him, and he was annoyed by her and honestly wanted her to leave him alone. He was not interested. He was not going to take her seriously. Like, he was just not interested. You know, he felt like she needed to get over it, right? I saw that for a lot of them. I saw that. I saw it basically saw for basically them, like, I'm like, it's saying like, you know, you need to move on from this. You need to let it go. They didn't want to let it go. And you know why they didn't want to let his uncircumcised dick ass go? You want to know why? Because of how he looks. He is a nice looking person. But that's all there is to him. Girl, we need wine and talk privately because the way our stories are so similar. Exactly. Lord have mercy. The wildfires we will cause. But anyways, Spirit. So what are some things that her ex told Jay? What are some things that her ex told Jay about Bree? What are some things that he told her? Press hard, please. 2, 3. The world. 6 of Swords, the World, 6 of Swords here, Queen of Pentacles, the Hermit, 3 of Cups. He told her basically how you found your own way in life. Mind you, this is just the energy that I'm feeling, like how you were, I'm not going to say caught up, but you were focused on your goals here, focused on like stability and receiving whatever else. Focus on friendships, like focus on what was going to excite you. And it was things that like he was going alongside with the notice and was kind of in his head about. And I think maybe he got in his head about it because he wondered if eventually he would have any place in your life. Yeah, because 9 of Swords, 8 of Swords, 6 of Cups. Because maybe the two of you had knew each other for a while before even dating. But I think honestly, and I don't know if he told her this, but it seems here he feared things ending because of how you were moving on in your life, like how you were moving forward. Especially here, the 8 of Swords, like perhaps like while the two of you were together or even before, so he helped you maybe get out of certain situations or help you get out of your head about certain stuff. Tell me more. 2, 3. 5 of Pentacles. 6 of Wands and the Tower. Tell me the Tower. 2, 3. 8 of Pentacles. He could have talked about things blowing up, or if you blew up on him. Actually, this is the After Tarot, so this would talk about the aftermath of certain situations. He would also, I think he also felt at least that like when he wanted to put forth the effort in with you, when it came to you, like things were already done. So it's just more so of I think the best thing that comes to mind when it comes to something like this is like, you know how men want to feel needed, and that's why some people, they tell you like don't seem like too independent because men want to feel needed, right? So it's just like, not that he didn't feel needed in your life, but it was just like, you know, she was ahead. So honestly, I think he could have said something along the lines of you focusing on your future and other things that excited you in life, and maybe his eventual anxiety about you potentially leaving him, or about him no longer, you know, fitting into your life, about things ending because of this. Maybe it was just a whole thing of like, he may have felt like you were going to outgrow him and leave him. Did he feel, let's see, a positive card, yes, negative card, no. Did he feel like Bree would eventually leave him because she was moving on, like moving forward so fast? Did he feel this way? Positive card, yes, negative card, no. Does he? 3 of me, did he? 3 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles. In between, I think honestly it was a bit of a fear, but I don't think he really feared it so much. But it was a bit of a fear. I feel that, but why does that make her fixated? Yeah, he was so insecure. I felt like he did not get in his head. I wished he talked to me about that. Let's see here. Let's see. Cartotopoulos. Why does she get so fixated on this? Why does she get so, like, despite what he told her, why does she get so fixated on Reed too? Right here. The devil. Ten of Pentacles. Oh. Because she knew that eventually he was going to have something long term with you and may still want it. Tell me about the devil. 2, 3. King of Swords. Tell me about Ten of Pentacles, and Page of Pentacles. 2, 3. Because mind you, the Hangman. Oh, I see here. Because mind you, let me just put this up right. This is the after tarot. So, for example, you have here that double card. I see here. Well, here's one that's already out there that's closer. This is the Tower. So this is more so like, this is during, right? So this is the after effect. So that type of thing. You can see. Like this, the Tower is not broken versus this. So this is after they got together. I think she became super fixated because she may have felt like at some point he would still want this with you. Like he would still want to offer something with you. He would still want something long term, and it was only a matter of time. So I think he's fixated out of fear or out of obsession, honestly. The other thing here is too is it's just like, you know, I did this and I did that and it's still not working. Jeez, it's like that. But that's what I get as far as like what he could have told her. What's your last question? Fuck. Daphne, get out. Yes, get out. Oh well. Gosh, can you look into how these Leo's feelings for me? Sure. You know, one thing that kind of popped in my head, I wonder if she's ever asked me a question on here before. I wonder about that because I've gotten like many different types of people, but there's like tons of YouTube readers, so yeah. Let's see. Also, let me see here something, making sure. Okay. So my guys' ancestors are protecting me. So what are these current feelings for Bree right now? What are his current feelings for her? Please, 2 3. 7 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, 3 of Swords. So when it comes to you, there's still some defensiveness and hurt he feels because he may see or at least feel that, you know, you're moving on in terms of your finances and your stability, like, you know, still going towards your long-term goals. But he acts like it doesn't faze him. Like he tries to focus on his own success, but there's still the sting that he may feel. To my 3 swords, 2 3. Ace of Swords. To my Ace of Swords, 2 3. Yeah, there's still the sting he may feel because he may know that, you know, you're doing some big things or you have some good opportunities coming your way. How else is he feeling towards her? Chris, how please? 2 3. How else? 4 of Pentacles, Death, 5 of Wands. Tell me about 4 of Pentacles, 2 3. 7 of Cups. He's in his head because, well, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if it's me or it's my intuition, but a part of him may have felt like, or may have wondered like why you didn't come back and fight for this. Is that what he's wondering? Positive card for yes, negative card for no. Is that what he's wondering? 2, 3. Yeah, 9 of Cups. Yeah, I'm wondering like why didn't you like come back and talk to him at least? He may feel rejected. Why does he expect her to come back? Why did he expect her to come back for his please? 2, 3. The Fool. 8 of Cups. The Fool. I mean the 4 of Swords. Why? Talking about the Fool. 2, 3. Talking about 4 of Swords. I know why. It's less of an expectation. It's more so of he knows what he did was completely stupid, and with this 4 of Swords, like he's very reflective about it. Especially like I feel like between then and now, or well, a difference between like now and then, he's more mature than he was when he did what he did. And he understands that what he did definitely caused like a great deal of like disappointments. So I don't think he expects you to. It's just more so like maybe it could be like a hope or something like that, or him wondering if you would. Maybe being defensive that you haven't, because it's like, how could he do so himself? So basically that. Does he still have feelings? Let's see. Does he still have feelings for her? Does he still have romantic feelings for her? 2, 3. 8 of Wands. 9 of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. He does. But I feel like in terms of relationships and love, I feel like he'll be offered better eventually. So yeah, he still does. 2, 3. So that's what I get. He gotta grow some balls. Yeah. Honestly, I would just rather him stay where he's at. I don't have to deal with him. Stop staring. Now. Thank you. Oh, all right. Ashley, do you mind pulling one more card here? Yeah, sure. What do you want me to see? All right. Since you pulled up my long-term success with social media going well, and I and the Cap already has bigger following, how will she feel about my success? All right. How will a Capricorn girl feel about pre-success? On card 2, 3. How will she feel? 5 of Pentacles. Excuse me. This is a really interesting feeling. How would I say? So the thing is, yeah, even though her TikTok may have more followers per se, how would I say this? How would I say? Imagine the popular it girl who may have been mean to that one girl, but sees that that one girl has her friends and that she's happy. It's like that type of feeling. It's almost like, what? Like that type of thing here? Why is that? Tell me about 5 Pentacles, 2, 3. Wheel of Fortune. It's like seeing you change, seeing you prosper, seeing you glow. So honestly, I feel like she'd be a bit shocked and kind of like, huh? How? Or like, why? It's like that type of thing. And usually people that are like very full of it react that way. Usually when it comes to somebody that they don't like because they counted that person out for whatever petty reason. I just started TikTok. Well, I say continue on with it. Are you trying to see what else is behind there? Underneath there, are you? I guess so. So her TikTok is a facade. I would say it's a facade. Not even that. It's just more so of like that's that type of energy that you would usually see from like Mean Girls, for example. So there's these girls from this particular private school I used to go to, and from what I heard, like they usually don't think about me, but when they do see me, they get all jealous and stuff like that because they see that I'm happy and I can be myself. So it's almost like putting yourself on a pedestal and having everybody else put you on a pedestal. But when you see that one person that you counted out because you're like, oh, you're not like me, this, that, third, and fourth, and you see that they're happy and that they're doing well, you're just like, what? Why? Because like in your mind you already put them down. So I don't think her TikTok is a facade. It's just a complex that she has, probably. It doesn't feel like a facade. It's just more so that mean girl shit. Oh, so she sees me as an it girl, so she thinks she's better than me? Probably, but like, it's not even that. It's just more so of, it could be that, but it's just more so of the feeling that I'm getting. It's like, you put yourself on a pedestal, you put somebody else down, but when you see the person that you put down rise up, you're just like, what? How? It's just that feeling. I humbly say this, but the females, that makes no sense because wait a minute. I humbly say this, but the females that don't look all that have the most confidence. Yeah, like you really think you're her, and my ex, while he's whining over why I haven't come back and fought, he needs to grow a pair. Well, to be perfectly honest, and get off his ass. Thanks, girl, you're welcome. But to be perfectly honest, from past experience, don't expect him to come back and fight. It more than likely will not happen, and I'm just being real. But yeah, also, I'm gonna... I feel that. Yep. Okay, I think I'll wait one more person or something. Daphne, what are you doing? Daphne. Thank you. What are you doing? What are you? Okay, let's look at me like that. go. Thank everybody who came on tonight. Everyone have a good night. Bye.